here's my, wash my hands, right?
What do you want me to do?
I just want my, I'm not actually gonna draw this. No, do you want me to draw it up
No.
for practice? I can draw up air, I think. Save my cushion.
They can practice drawing out.
So just watch me for now. So I peel this open. Again, I don't need gloves to prepare my medication. So you're gonna pull this straight off, right? I'll put it here. If I'm gonna inject air, let's say I'm gonna do 0.5 mLs. That's the amount of medication that I'm gonna give to my patient. If I'm gonna do air, I'm just gonna pull back. So it's gonna look like this. This one has that little dome thingy. See? If I go past the point, and then I go up to here, that's my half an ml. So then I would swab, right? I would swab my vial. If you want to inject air in your vial, you would inject air in your vial. We're gonna pull it up. I'm just gonna inject air for now for the demonstration. And I'm gonna do the one-handed scoop again. So once the needle's covered, you can pick it up and snap it in. I would, put my label on here, right? I'll put my label on here. I'm gonna bring my vial to the patient's room. Can you guys see me okay? Yeah? So bring my vial to the patient's room. I'm gonna select the site. I feel like typically in the hospital we do the back of the arm, like a lot, insulin, the back of the arm. We do a lot of belly with medications like heparin and Lovenox, which are anticoagulants, to keep blood thinners. So you'll do the belly a lot. Just make sure you document where on the, it's like the clock method, like 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever, for the belly when you document the location. So I'm gonna pick my site, do my alcohol swab, and let it dry. And pull this off. This is garbage, right? I'm never gonna recap the needle. Again, gloves are up to you, or whatever your facility policy is. Remember I said you're gonna pinch the skin, and you're gonna go straight in, like you mean it, you guys.
Like a dart. Don't
do this, especially with the hands, my goodness. If you do this, if you place the needle on the surface of the patient's skin and then slowly push it in, that hurts.
It hurts.
The patient. I mean, that's evidence-based practice. There's actually been research about that. Don't do that. You want to do it like a dart. So you swab it, grasp it. See, I hold it like this. Straight in.
Dart in.
Just like that. I am a stabilizer. So once my needle is in, so I insert my needle, I let go, I stabilize. We recommend that you do that, because when you're first learning, you're going to be nervous, like the first time you give a shot, and you don't want this spinning all over creation while you try to get your hand to the plunger. The other thing is, be very aware of where your fingers are. Don't put your finger at the bottom of the plunger when you're injecting, because what happens is you accidentally press on the plunger
when you're doing the dart
before you even get to the patient's skin, and then you squirt the medication out. So keep your fingers away from the plunger.
Let me show you something too. This is, I call the soap opera method. But this is what students want to do. They want to dart like this. But again, if your thumb, I'm not really going to do it, but if your thumb, or Mary said, your finger is on here, as you dart, some of the medication comes out. The other thing is, if you're one-handed and a patient starts to pull away, which sometimes they do because it hurts, that's why the stabilization is really important. That you're in the skin, 2 hands, because then if they start to pull away, you are stable.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. I'm not going to stick you, I promise.
So I insert the needle, I stabilize,
2
I
hands.
inject,
Yep.
withdraw the same angle I went in on, and then you're immediately going to activate the safety. One-handed. So either you do this up with your thumb, or you can do it against the table. What you cannot do is take your opposite hand to engage the safety, because that increases the risk of you poking yourself with this dirt when you bring your hand over. So it's the one-handed, flick it.
Do we have some of those safety needles in the?
Yes, yours look like this, not like the ones we did before. Yeah, You have different ones, but they're all one-handed. They're all the one-handed flick, or you'll see. I was gonna say something else and it left my head. I don't remember what it was. Don't massage. I don't know. It'll come. Oh, I know. Like Kim said, don't let go. So this is what we see. I like giggle, but it's because we've all done it. Even especially with insulin. Like insulin's this short little tiny needle, right? And I've seen they're so excited. They're giving their first shot, and so they go in. And like Kim said, they let go, and that insulin needle falls right out. Please, please stable, I go in, hold on to this, and then inject. If I let go with that tiny little 1/2-inch needle, it's gonna fall out, you
and
guys.
then you haven't given the medicine, and
Yeah.
it's out, and you gotta poke them again.
Yeah. So hold on to it. And then this would go in my sharps container. All right.